Rand the Man on RTM Radio.
Woo! What a tune! Rock, DJ, Robbie Williams on the RTM Radio Network. Why does this sound so funky all of a sudden? Maybe that would help. There we go.
Hey!
Wow, what a nut house over here. Trying to get shit ready, doing things, making videos, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, Donna and I were jamming to some Robbie Williams last night. That dude kicks ass, I'm telling you, man. He could, and boy, is he a showman. He's all about being the big boy up there.
I know, I've adored him since I was a teenager, since I was about 13.
Oh, there was a wet spot the size of a dinner plate on her chair last night after watching that.
Oh, man, Robbie Williams in a suit.
Yeah, but boy, he could jam. I had no clue he was that versatile. Man, that dude is just like a badass. But it was great watching some of that stuff. It was nice. We had a good time. Right after the show, we just got into that shit and kept right on jamming while all you guys went back out there trucking. What's the matter with you? Because you got jobs to do. Samo, buddy, what's going on? Darren, I made 2 quarter-pound blue cheeseburgers right before the Yankee. Oh, what is it with you people talking about food when we got to sit here and work?
I know.
All the time.
All we do.
All the time.
We're going to have to start hitting that block button.
All the time.
All the time.
That's it right there. Hi, Thomas. What's up? Doing good. Made overdrive today. Very good. You mean you got it to go into overdrive or the magazine? Or, oh, you mean you made the overdrive magazine? How cool is that? That's awesome.
Yeah, they made the overdrive magazine.
You know, what happened to that? I used to pick that up at the fuel stops, and I don't see it anymore. Is it? Did they stop putting out those little freebie magazines and things? I don't find any of those. I used to, they're mostly 99% ads, but there was always a story or two in there, so I'd always pick them up when I was headed to the shitter, you know, in the fuel stops, and at least read through them, because you could never find a friggin' newspaper in half those places. But I don't see them anymore. When Donna and I stopped there, I look for them. I don't find any kind of magazines laying around anywhere anymore. Not even back in the driver's area or anything. So I just wondered if they still even post that, you know, leave that stuff out anymore. Don't find a lot of that stuff. Anyways, let's see. Who else is here? Mrs. Dave. Hi, good looking. Joseph. Trucking Roundup. I see both of you clowns are here again. Good to have you guys here. Love you guys to death. Patty Sismal. Hi, Patty. How are you, man? Everything looks like it's going all right for you and Wendy. Good deal. And the Triple L. Larry, going to get that tune up for you here just as quick as I can get it up, which we know how much work that is.
Oh, God, I just did a Brad James whistle then.
I bet I can get it up quicker than Larry.
You're like really not funny,
I know.
husband.
Am I not nice or what? But I love me
really
anyways. But I love me anyways. That's the main thing, and that's all that's important. Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Let me go over here and grab Larry's song, and we'll do that puppy right now. From 1959, I think. Right when I was born, basically. I was born in 58, something like that. I think it was 59. But, you know what? I can go right here and look. 1959 on Capitol Records. That's what it was. I knew it was somewhere right in there. A year after I was born, man. I still couldn't even jam it. That was too much of a weird wee then. But anyways, how are you, wife?
Wonderful.
I'm just yakking away over here, and you have nothing to say.
No, I've been fighting with my iPod all day. What a piece of shit Apple is.
You know what? No wonder that fucking I couldn't. You know, when I got my first cell phone, people were always talking about how cool these were. You know, get an iPhone, you'll love it, you'll love it. Well, I started off with a Motorola because the Motorola name has always been synonymous with good radios in my book. So I figured, why not try the phone? Well, I love them. Never had a problem with them. And I come to find out over time that the fucking iPad doesn't do shit compared to what my fucking phone does. It's got a great picture, high resolution, very clear, takes great videos. What the fuck good is that? It doesn't do anything else.
Well, today, right, this iPod, I bought it back in the UK, and it had like I had like a voucher on there. Someone had bought me a voucher, and it had like 34 pence left on it. So
a whole
today,
34 friggin' cents.
Yeah.
Now what are you going to spend that on?
So I had 34 pence on it. And today I thought, oh my gosh, I really love this app. I'm going to get this app. And it was $2.99 to get this app. And it said I had to update my bank details.
Sorry.
So updates my bank details. And it says, can't update your bank details. And I thought, it's probably because I'm in America and the thing was registered in the UK. So I goes to change my location. It said, we can't change your region because you still have money in your store to spend or something like that. So there's no options to either lose the money, get rid of the money, or, you know, it said I had to spend this 34 pence that was on my iTunes account to be able to be able to change the region to American, to be able to add my bank details, to be able to buy the bloody app that I saw this morning.
What the hell can you buy with that? Nothing. Which forces you to add more money.
Yeah.
In order to do it, so you'll never get out of it.
So for me to get around that little particular scenario, I would have had to transfer some money from my account here over to the UK to be able to buy a bloody app for my iPod, then to be able to, which I'd have probably had to bought an app for probably about £1 just to get rid of the 34 bloody pence on it, and then I wouldn't have been able to use the app because once you change your region, you lose all your apps anyway. And then, well, also I thought, so today I thought, fuck it, I'm going to scrap my old iTunes account and start a new one. So I restarted my iPod all the way from scratch, like it was factory out of the box, and then I reinstalled like an American version of iTunes onto my computer. And what the hell? I plugged the bloody thing in, and it's bringing up all the details from my old iTunes account. By this point, I'm about to come unglued, and right now, it's like loaded all my previous apps from my old iTunes account onto this new iPod, and when I plug in this iPod, it actually comes up with it lets me log in with my new details, but has all my old shit on it. It's crazy. I have no clue what's going on.
So iPod, for all you do, this bomb's for you. Sounds like he's had too much whiskey already. Hugo, Tex Ritter, Rye Whiskey, by request from our own Larry the Lido Lizard.
Sounds like a spooky Halloween song. I was like, big kiddos is getting
Speaking of Halloween, don't forget to hang out with us on Halloween. That's going to be cool.
Oh, yes. Cornholio's going to do you guys a special Halloween show. Maybe he can tell us what he's got lined up for you guys. I don't know. Maybe he'll tell you this week. And then on the Halloween night, the actual Halloween night, the Yankee and the Brit will be doing you guys a awesome spooky show. We may have a few treats lined up for you, but I'm saying nothing right now until we know for sure.
Well, when you do know, will you fill me in on it? Because I have no clue what you're talking about. You've mentioned that a couple times.
A certain somebody says that certain somebody might make a certain appearance on...
Oh,
you know
yes.
what I'm saying?
But he's not certain. Okay, I get it. All right, so where are we now? What's going on over here? Whoa, that's not the right page. What happened over there? Where'd you guys go? There you are. Let's see. Is that what they learned that yell from the Mexicans? That could be about right.
Randy loves a bit of reverb, Samo. I don't like it. Samo says, Randy and Donna, you got rid of that stupid reverb. Sounds great.
See,
what?
Dale said Google's Play Music app beats Pandora and iTunes. I don't even like Pandora. Cinnamon had that in her car.
Macman. Dale O'Donnell is the Macman.
Is that what you do, Dale? You run a Mac?
No, I think he does. Dale O'Donnell, send me a little message. No Duke of Ills. Send me a little message telling me how to put videos from my computer onto my iPod. It's an iPod 5.
Okay.
Somebody help me. I'm clueless with this thing.
I have no use for Pandora or any of those other things because they all suck now. They all got commercialized and do all this crap. And, XM used to rock. Used to love XM until Sirius bought them. They merged together and went to hell in a handbasket. So I got rid of that in the car and just, I don't like any of that crap. I like making my own stuff, I guess. But that's an old rockhead from way back in the 70s where you sit there and have your cassette recorder, and as soon as a good song comes on the radio, you hit the button, click, and record your song, and you miss the first part, you miss the end, because you're trying to keep the commercials out of it. The next song comes on,
That's
you
what-
miss it. Then you got to wait for an hour for that song to play again.
Yeah, that's what Sunday afternoons were very often about in our house. There was my cousin that would come round, and she always used to come round with her mum and dad on a Sunday afternoon, my step-cousin, should I say, and she would always be in the kitchen by the radio recording the top 40 and stopping and recording and stopping and recording.
It was a friggin' all-day project anyways, just to get 2 or 3, 4 songs on the damn thing, because if you miss them, boy, you got to wait till, of course, they all had their playlists, so you had to wait till it come around again, but you could always get it if you were patient. Of course, you always wanted to hear the same song over and over again. It's nothing new there.
Hey everybody, this is Darren Heller. I want to invite you out on Wednesday, October 14th at 8 p.m. Central Time to listen to the JBC Charity Spotlight. This week we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to put the spotlight on some of the people that are the backbone of the JBC. So come join us again on October 14th at 8 p.m. right here on the RTM Radio Network.
Whether the weather be cold, whether the weather be hot, whatever the weather, I got the weather, whether you like it or not. RTM Radio.
Good evening, Randy and Donna. Your Lido Lounge Bell's Texas 7-day weather forecast looks like this. Clear skies tonight, low is 71, winds from the south at 5 to 10 mile an hour. Tomorrow sunny and clear, high of 92, low of 56. Tuesday sunny and clear, high of 87, low of 55. Wednesday sunny and clear, high of 92, low of 57. Thursday sunny and clear, high of 91, low of 60. Friday sunny and clear, high of 85, low of 56. And for Saturdays, sunny and clear, high of 79, low of 53. Currently outside the RTM Radio studios, the barometric pressure is 29.73, cloud cover 5%, winds from the south at 13 mile an hour, humidity 39%, and under clear skies, it's 86 degrees. From the 96.7 FM SouthNet 1 Weather Center in Daytona, I'm Samo. Now back to the Lido Lounge with Brandon Man and Donna Natrix, the Yanki and the Brit on RTM Radio.
Hey everyone, do you need a sign? Are you looking for a sign, baby? Well, look no further, cause the Yank and the Brit, baby, right here on the RTM radio will hook you up. Do you need something for your group or you need something for your business? Look them up on Facebook at yankyandthebrit.com, or you can call that little British firecracker at 903-487-9626. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, that's 903-487-9626. And you are listening to the Yank and the Brit Show right here on the RTM Radio Network. Oh, baby.
Join SS Cruises as we once again present the Truckers Gone Wild Cruise. We'll sail on the beautiful Carnival Glory from the bustling city of Miami, Florida. The Glory will take us to the incredible ports of St. Thomas, San Juan, Amber Cove, Dominican Republic, and Grand Turk. Soak in the sunny, serene rhythms of the Eastern Caribbean's beautiful sun-dappled islands. A Carnival cruise to the Eastern Caribbean sails to some of the region's most storied isles, each ringed by rainbow-hued coral gardens. Dig your feet into the silky sand, float in azure seas, and let your cares melt away in the Eastern Caribbean. An initial non-refundable reservation of $50 per person is due by June 14th, 2016. And note, this is just a reservation. To receive a cabin assignment, full deposit will be required. A full deposit of $250 per person is due by September 14th, 2016. Final payment is due by December 5th, 2016. We hope to see you on board.
Hi, this is Brad James. You're listening to the Yankee and the Brit on the Lido Lounge Sunday edition.
Cold-hearted, Paula Abdul with the Yankee and the Brit, all requests with the Lido Lounge Sunday edition. And Mr. Dave on the RTM Radio Network, we got all these requests lined up here. Merle Haggard, I'm not that good at goodbyes. Korn, White Snake, Meatloaf, Boz Skaggs, all coming up. We'd be fitting to do some serious jamming over here. Yes, sir, Bob, Carol, Ted, and Alice. Korn, Freak on a Leash, baby. Hey, Ethel, you want to see my Freak on a Leash?
No, it's a bit whippy today.
Bitch. Yeah, we're knocking them back here in our little soiree of rock and country all blended together here. Still of the night and White Snake. Hello to Mike from Mrs. Dave. How are you? Is that our Mike? Truck driving Mike?
I have no idea.
All right, then. Well, hello to Mike from Mrs. Dave. Hope you got tuned in.
How you doing?
Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network, knocking back these requests. Merle Haggard, I'm Not That Good at Goodbye. We got that next. Meatloaf, Boz Scaggs, Drunk on a Plane. Of course, we can't go without that tune because we don't want to let our big D down.
Oh, Dave would have a fit.
Coming up at 8 o'clock, Lido Lounge, Mr. Dave. If he's got any good news, great. If not, we'll throw him out the door and we'll keep on rocking. Yankee and the Brit, the all request was the Lido Lounge Sunday edition and Mr. Dave.
It was for W. Mrs. Dave says it was for W.
Oh.
Hello, W.
Hey, W from Mrs. Dave. What's going on, mister?
We will get some Shame and the Moon on for Mr. W.
That's right. Merle Haggard, I'm Not That Good at Goodbyes. Here you are, Larry.
I don't want to talk it over.
Yankee and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network. Meatloaf and the Bat Out of Hell by Request. Got a couple more requests coming up here after we talk to Mr. Dave. Boz Scaggs, Drunk on a Plane, Janet Jackson. Got some good stuff coming up, man. Hang on there. Mr. Dave. What, are you making fun of me, bitch?
Are you in a strop, Dave Summers? What's he so stroppy about?
Hey, it's a good song.
I suppose if you're drunk on a plane, it's probably even better.
Yeah.
What's up?
You're going somewhere when you're on a plane.
Yeah, you're either up and away or to your grave, one or the other, I guess.
So, for these guys that wasn't listening the other night when you made your little announcement, tell everybody who's joining you on the 2016 cruise.
Oh, Samo.
Samo! Awesome.
Yep.
Go on.
Fat Sam Productions.
Yes.
I'm still trying to figure out where he gets the fat part from.
You know, every single time I've listened to Samo's show, every single time I've seen across the top of my computer screen, Fat Sam and I can't remember what it says. And I've always wondered what it is, and I've never ever asked him, I don't think.
Well, we was able to get your the cabin you had, so he shouldn't be sleeping in your all's bed.
Oh.
We already had that discussion about the stains.
Yeah, well, that was at the hotel. We're going to make sure that we make quite a bit of mess, you know.
We're sneaking onto the ship before you guys leave. We're going to filthy the bed, and then we're going to stand at the bottom of the plank and laugh.
There you go.
Sorry, it says Fat Sam Productions. I can't remember where I see Fat Sam Productions, but I do often see it. But at the top of Samo's Spreaker page, it says Rick and Sam Show. But somewhere I do see Fat Sam Productions.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
So what's new on the cruise front, Mr. D?
Really not much. It's been quiet, which is good. Got people calling in and making up their final payment in February, which is also good. Had some cancels, of course, because they can't make the payments for February. So that's not good.
What's the problem with that?
Oh, you got these people now. We only got basically 5 weeks to pay these off, and I'm going to be gone for 2 of them. And now it's like, oh, I can't pay it now. I'm not having money, so.
It's always something, isn't it?
Always something. Susan Jacks.
Yep.
You have any idea what you're doing over there?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So what, any more news on the big guest yet?
No, I got the clearance from Carnival. I got the okay from them. I've emailed them back. Of course, they emailed me when they got back from the UK. And I emailed them back. I'm waiting on the contract from them, and that's pretty much it. Once I get the contract, I'll sign it, send it over to them, and put the event together.
When did you go to the UK?
I didn't. These people did.
Excuse me. I'm choking on my muffin. I am, seriously.
And in 2 weeks, actually, a week from this Thursday, pretty much be it for us. We'll jump in the car. Actually, a week from Wednesday, we'll jump in the car next Thursday and take that little 9-hour John over to Norfolk, Virginia, and spend the night in Norfolk, and then get on the ship on Friday the 22nd. The 23rd, take a 7-day cruise down to Bermuda.
Samo says when he started Fat Sam Productions, he weighed 150 pounds, and now he's 250. So I say, Fat Sam, once a dream, now a reality.
There you go. Ask for it, receive.
Is it cheaper for you to drive than it is to fly, or do you just prefer to drive?
Well, 9 hours, that's basically a day's drive. I mean, 9 hours ain't too bad. New Orleans wasn't too hateful. That was 11 hours. It's so close. Why spend the money on airfare when you can drive over on 2 tanks of gas?
Well, you're one of those big white-collared executives, so I figured you'd fly if you did anything.
No, I mean, you got 3 of us. There's her and Christy and I and Larry, so there's 3 of us driving. Airfare probably been $900 grand, maybe $1,200 for 3 of us round trip.
And of course, you guys just noticed that I called him a white-collar executive, and he did not flinch and did not deny it. So bear that in mind next time you talk to Mr. Dave. You're talking to a very high.
I'm sitting here in my cut-off Captain Morgan shorts.
You're talking to a very high.
My singular frog is totally wasted on it.
You're talking to a very high class of person here, so don't be causing the man any more grief now. He's upped himself a couple notches, and I think he ought to up his, but that's another story.
Who has Dave?
Hey, yeah. I called him a white shirt executive, and he didn't deny it, so now we know how he stands. He's another one of those Koch brothers. That's what he is.
Yeah.
Going to try to take over the country. I'll rule the world and the cruising industry before you know it.
No, it's a Bermuda trip. We've been waiting on this, and we booked that in May of 2014, I believe. As soon as they pulled it up as soon as it went live on Carnival, her and I booked 15 cabins on it. So we've waited 17, 18 months to do this cruise.
Cheryl says, ask about getting a passport. She says, I've been checking into getting one, and they're really around $500. I didn't think they were that much.
No way.
They're about $140, and they're good for 10 years.
You're going to the wrong place, then. You're probably getting scammed.
No, they're about $140. I got mine 9 years ago. I think I paid about $120 then. I got to get mine next year when we get back from the February trip.
Yeah, I didn't think they were that much.
No, $120, $140. Hell, they're good for 10 years. You can't beat it.
Oh, absolutely not. Are you kidding? That's a great price. I still never did find out if I can get one or not. I guess I can, according to my all my records I looked up. But because the only thing I can't have is a gun. Other than that,
I mean, the worst they can do is they just send you back a denial letter.
Yeah, well, I know. But
Did they take your money for the pleasure? Did they
It's pretty easy to get. Go to your clerk of court. Go to the post office. It takes. I've only had it for 10 years, so I've done the first step of it. I don't know how hard it is to get the renewal. I assume it's simpler. Get your picture taken, boom, they send it off, and it's done. I mean, shows up in your mailbox 3 to 6 weeks later.
Looks like we'll be having Bill Weaver on the show later on, guys. Just thought I'd let you know. He's going to be calling in after we boot Dave off the line.
Oh, you got Bill Weaver calling?
Yes. I didn't know until now. But yeah, that'll be cool, won't it, Mr. Dave?
Now, Dave...
Not now. You're stuck with us till 9 o'clock. You've got another 52 minutes left yet.
Not.
Oh, really?
Dave Blevins said you don't need a passport, Cheryl.
No, you really don't need a passport. We recommend it, but you don't have to. I've only got one cruise that's going out, and that's a 13-day cruise out of Baltimore next year. That one's a passport requirement. But other than that, all these other cruises are not required.
Yeah, I just wanted you to explain to her what the benefits were of having a passport versus not having one.
Benefit of having one is if something were to happen to you and you're out there in one of the islands and heaven forbid you end up in the hospital and you got to get back home, you'll fight like hell getting home.
So if
you ain't got a passport.
Yeah, so if you have a passport, you need to leave, get on the plane, go home.
Yeah.
So there you go, Cheryl. That's pretty much the details of it. That should, try to keep it simple, so that ought to make it easy to understand. So I would say get one. I was going to.
Eventually, we're all going to have it.
Yeah, that day will come. I'm surprised they haven't already.
Yeah, they've already tried it, and now that I keep seeing more and more with all these airports requiring them at the first of the year to start flying.
I'm surprised that Amtrak doesn't make you have some kind of special ID or something to get on the train. They still don't do that.
Huh. I've never done the train.
And just an extra side note, as far as trains go, the railroads are planning on shutting down in January. I don't know if you saw that or not. If they don't give them more time on setting up all the CTC signal systems on the railroads.
They won't shut it down.
Oh, yes, they will this time.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, they're pretty serious about it. The president of Union Pacific and all those guys said, we will shut down if you don't give us extra time, because the law states that at a certain time in January, if the CTC system isn't in place, they're not supposed to run the trains. And they said, if you don't give us extra time, we ain't running them, plain and simple. We're sticking to the law, and we're going to screw all of you. And they will, And the truckers think they're going to get all this freight and blah, blah, blah. Well, the trucks will get a lot of freight, but they ain't going to be a handle on all the freight that the railroads won't get, because there's just no way, there's not enough trucks to do it and get it on time.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a big friggin' nightmare for the whole country. Food supplies will be short, cars, everything. Everything you can imagine that comes in a container, which, 95% of our goods come from overseas. So, if they shut down, it's going to hurt if it's for any amount of time.
Well, we'll see.
So that's that. So, anything else to add?
Yeah, not really. Just looking forward to, getting the hell out of here in a couple of weeks and going down and spending 3 days in Bermuda. Something different for us. We've never had a cruise like that where we just pull into the dock, they drop the gangplank, and you just come and go as you please. But we'll be there about 60 hours, I believe.
So it's just like a 3-day cruise, did you say?
Well, it's a 7-day cruise, but 3 days of it, we're in Bermuda.
Ah.
It's not like all the other cruises, you got a fun day at sea, and then you show up in Cozumel, then the next day you're in Belize, and the next day you're in Honduras.
Oh,
yeah, we're going to Bermuda, and we're just going to sit for 3 days.
Oh.
Well, Cheryl mentions, and obviously she's has no problem with it being public, she mentions that she has a felony. That's why she needs to check out the passport thing, because I have the same issue. And mine was from child support, and I'm not afraid to talk about it. I was broke, couldn't pay it. So anyways, supposedly, according to my court records, I have had, Cheryl, all of my rights restored except the right to have a gun. So, you might want to go look up your court records, which you can get online for free.
And felony covers such a wide scope, doesn't it?
Yes, a very wide scope of some pretty stupid shit. So.
Well, and a lot of these felonies, these are felonies that have gone back to a lot of people's way back into their past, and a lot of those have dropped off. So they don't really, I don't think they hold that against you. And of course, if you're still under, for probation or on parole, then they're not going to give you one.
Right, but in my case, I looked up my records, and all my rights were restored except the right to own a gun. So other than that, I'm good, probably with no problem to get a passport or anything, but, it's good to check out your record if you have a felony, just to be sure. Even if it was 20 or 30 years ago, you still should check it out, just to be safe.
And you want, there's these things do still stand, like my friend was going to be coming to America with me when I originally booked, and he actually had we should put that fag out.
I'm trying to keep it out of your face, Ethel.
He had a driving offence from probably about 10 years ago, and it's like stays on your license, and he was pretty much told that he wouldn't get into America. So maybe it works the same the other way.
I don't know. Over here it's impossible to get it expunged because it costs you $1 gazillion in attorney fees to get it done.
Yeah, the attorneys, they love their money, don't they?
Oh, my God. Well, my aunt has worked for an attorney most of her life, and, she gives me the lowdown on that stuff. And there's, I'd just rather be without the gun than go to all that trouble just to own a gun, to pay all that money and all those years of dicking around when they may turn it down 3 or 4 times before they okay it. So, why bother? Even though it was just child support, it's It's bullshit, but that's the American way. That's the American justice system.
Yeah, welcome to the good old USA.
Basically, they make a criminal out of you. You're not a criminal because you couldn't pay your child support.
Well, yes, I am.
They make a criminal out of you.
According to the justice system, I am.
And make you pay for it for the rest of your life.
Well, that's what they're doing.
Oh, we got a guy here in Ohio, here in Dayton. We got a casino down the street, about 5 minutes from us, and the guy won a huge jackpot. I mean, it was a pretty good night for him. It was $20,000. Ohio confiscated every penny of it because he owed more than that in child support.
Woo!
Yep, took every dime of it.
Yep, that's what they do. They'll take anything they can get their hands on. You know, they were gonna suspend my CDL. You know, and I told the judge, I said, look, you take my CDL, I don't have a job. Then what do? How do you expect me to pay it if I don't have a job? It's all I know. So he said, well, all right, blah, 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 you know. And when I traveled around the country, I just had to call probation, you know, and tell them, hey, here I am. I'm over here this week, you know. And he says, all right, call me next week, you know. As long as I was alive, he really didn't give a shit. But it was the idea that they got to keep track of you, and they watch every move you make.
Oh, yeah, they watch this even closer now.
It's funny, too. Sometimes I wonder, even for drunk drivers, you know, say you had a DUI conviction that was like 15 years ago. Still doesn't matter, you know. DUI has nothing to do with getting on a ship, but they're probably not going to give you a passport because of that conviction.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the DUIs here. I know from Canada that's a different story, but yeah, the passports, it was a pretty simple process. I mean, I know a lot of people, they'll call me out, and they're like, oh, so many people, that's the first question. That's probably the number one most asked question is, do I need a passport? And they're like freaked out when I say, no, you don't. And yeah, there's a lot of people out there, they're just afraid to cruise because they think they got to have a passport, and you don't.
Do you have a lot of people that go without them, or do most get them?
Oh, yeah, no, a lot of them go without them. We just recommend them. I mean,
yeah, I mean,
travel at your own risk. I mean,
right. Well, that's anywhere, anytime. I mean, you could be in your car and get killed. What's the difference?
Yeah, we covered this, I think it was like the first Lido Lounge show, that passports and travel insurance, you don't have to have them, but really is recommended. You know, Dave gave us quite a few different scenarios of where a passport and travel insurance would come in handy.
Yeah. But like I said, I get mine renewed when we get back in February because I got a lot of cruising to do on the back half of next year. So does Dave Blevins. He's got a lot of cruising to do.
Have you got all the shoes you need yet, or you got more to get?
Oh, I got another pair. I just ain't got them yet.
I see. Can't wait to see this pair.
Yeah, they look similar to the ones I just got. They're just blue.
Oh, you're getting simple. What happened to the fancy glow in the dark?
I've still got them. It's just hard to find them. I'm picky when it comes to my shoes.
I guess. We'll keep that in mind, Imelda.
You don't seem very picky to me. They look terrible.
Hey.
I think Dave Blevins is looking for a reason to stay on the islands. He said, if something happens, I don't want to come back. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Go without a passport. Make something happen. Stand out in front of a car. You won't be coming back.
Yeah, I was looking up Bermuda today. I was doing a lot of research on it. What a beautiful place. I mean, it's just fabulous.
Where do you think's the best place to go?
What's that?
Where do you think the best place is to go?
What, port-wise or?
Yeah, port-wise.
Well, for me, it's Aruba.
What seems to be the biggest one for the cruisers in general?
Well, Cozumel is one of the biggest ports that the cruise lines call on. See, a lot of our cruisers haven't been to Aruba, and once they go, it's like, man, we got to go back. So it's fabulous.
What is it about Aruba that's so fabulous?
It's just so beautiful. It's so safe. I mean, you feel like, you know, it's sort of like you wished America was. You know, you can walk around, drive around that whole island. Nobody's going to bother you. Everybody's so friendly. They all speak the American English. I mean, it's great.
American English? What are you trying to say, Dave?
Oh, if I was a rich man, I'd probably move there.
Why don't you move there? You can always sail back to America.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so safe. It's just a great place to go.
You don't have many cruises that go there?
No, we've got one next October going there, and then we're going to go there for the 2018 cruise.
Well, fill us in again on talent. Who's going on the 2016 one? Brad James?
Brad James, 2017's Brad James and Howard Salmon, and still working on 2018. I probably won't have anything firmed up on that until next spring. What
happened with Lance Stinson?
Well, we still got his December cruise to do for next December, but I got to get some more bookings on it.
Just not much happening there, huh?
No, it's not. I mean, I can't figure it out.
Yeah, he's such a great singer too. I'd like to go just to hear him sing.
Yeah, I get the money. I need to get with you and get that banner. So he wants to take the banner to the concerts and put it up on stage. But I just got to get the money to get you the banner, or get you the money for the banner.
All right, we'll keep that in mind. Whenever you're ready, just let me know.
Yep.
Well, I guess that pretty much wraps it up for now, then, doesn't it?
That's about it. I guess we'll do this next Sunday, and then I'm going to take a couple Sundays off, I guess.
Ooh, look at you go, huh?
I know. Ditches
I need every McDonald's night.
She's always got something to say.
Oh, I could really piss her off if I get the social media package on this ship and frickin' check in on you.
There'll be no Sundays without Dave.
We'll be dancing like Baloo the Bear.
Look for those bare necessities. Oh.
Where you just boogie, boogie, boogie.
She's dancing, by the way.
Yeah, I'm dancing. I'm dancing like Baloo the Bear. You know, like when they're singing the, oh, I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. And, you know, and the Baloo the Bear's dancing with a little hula skirt on. You know the one?
Yeah, the one.
That's like the Daveless dance. They're like, hey, he's not here. Fuck yeah.
The Daveless dance.
It's the Daveless dance.
All right. Well, I guess we'll move along, and you go back to shore and enjoy your time behind the bar.
So what cruise-related song are we going to play?
We're not.
We're not.
We got lots of requests today. Well, the Lido Shuffle. So I guess that's got something to do with it,
yes,
right?
Shall we play the Lido Shuffle?
According to Samo.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, I guess we'll do it again next Sunday.
Okay.
Right,
thank you, Mr. Dave. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Say bye to me.
Bye to me.
Bye to me.
Yanki and Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Mr. Dave from SS Cruises, Inc. Get over there and check them out if you haven't. If you have, stay tuned next Sunday for more information. Boz Skaggs, by request from Samo, the Lido Shuffle.
Whether the weather be cold, whether the weather be hot, whatever the weather, I got the weather, whether you like it or not. RTM Radio weather.
Good evening, Randy and Donna. Your Lido Lounge Bells Texas 7-day weather forecast looks like this. Clear skies tonight, low is 71, winds from the south at 5 to 10 mile an hour. Tomorrow sunny and clear, high of 92, low of 56. Tuesday sunny and clear, high of 87, low of 55. Wednesday sunny and clear, high of 92, low of 57. Thursday sunny and clear, high of 91, low of 60. Friday sunny and clear, high of 85, low of 56. And for Saturdays, sunny and clear, high of 79, low of 53. Currently outside the RTM Radio studios, the barometric pressure is 29.73, cloud cover 5%, winds from the south at 13 mile an hour, humidity 39%, and under clear skies, it's 86 degrees. From the 96.7 FM SouthNet 1 Weather Center in Daytona, I'm Samo. Now back to the Lido Lounge with Random Man and Donna Natrix, the Yankee and the Brit on RTM Radio.
This is Darren Heller. Come join us in the Lido Lounge Sunday night edition with SS Cruises and the Yankee and the Brit.
Janet Jackson, an Escapade with the Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network, by request, of course. Moving right along over here, the Lido Lounge Sunday edition with the Yankee and the Brit, 841. Good night, Laura. Probably too late for that. Hello, Greg Smith. What's going on? Hi, Laura. Goodbye, Laura. Hello, Cheryl. Anybody I might have forgot? Mr. Blevins, hello. I don't think I forgot anybody.
Hey, Greg. How you doing?
So,
This is Dave still awake. It's not like her. Dave's still here. Dave Blevins is in the chat room. I think Triple L's still around. Cheryl's there. Who else have we got? Michelle, Samo.
me, I'm just over here rocking and rolling. Some Def Leppard.
Yes.
Armageddon it, baby. The RTM Radio Network.
I'm getting it tonight.
What?
I'm getting it tonight.
No, I'm getting it.
I'm getting it.
I'm getting it whether you are or not. Yankee and the Brit in the RTM Radio Network. 8:46 over here. Good night, Cheryl. Take care. Sleep well.
Night.
Joe? That's what I was doing. Squeezing, then scroll left. Nothing there but a blank track. Well, it's so hard to explain it versus sitting there and showing you, but...
I know, that's the reason that I take little videos and I just send them on.
You know, when you open that, you get 2 tracks. Okay, that'll work, Cheryl. Thanks. When you open that, you get 2 tracks when you load something in there. Now, when you load something else in there, you get 2 more tracks. If you go on the line between the 2 sets of 2 tracks, or between each track, you put your cursor over that, and you can grab those and slide those together, slide it up or down, and you can make the one above smaller or taller, and then the other one below it goes accordingly. And when you have 6 or 7 tracks on there, you can keep grabbing that between each one and keep squeezing them together, you know, unless you're doing editing where you need to click on the magnifying glass at the top. You click on the plus and you can zoom in on that so you can actually edit really tight between the sounds. So it's just something you learn as you go. It's easy, but it's not.
I was wondering whether he doesn't know that like you get your
scroll
bar at the side on your Spreaker page on your internet. If you don't know that it's there on Audacity, I guess that could explain why you're missing them. You know, if you're squeezing them in.
Yeah, there's a scroll bar over there, and there's a scroll bar at the bottom to go back and forth.
Yeah.
You know, it's all there. You know, it's just a matter of, and don't be afraid to click on things. You know, first thing you do when you put something in there is go up and save your project. And then click on shit. If you lose it, you open it up, you start again. You know, it's not the end of the world, but that's how you learn. That's how I learned it anyways. Open and close. Save and open and close and save and save and save and, you know. Just
I learned loads off Randy as well, would you believe? I mean, I pretended that I wasn't listening, but, you know, I learned quite a bit off that dude.
Bitch. But, yeah. She learned quite a bit of that. Shut up, you friggin' asshole. What is all this stuff? What he put in there, Ableton Live. What is that? Is that like, you mean the music program? Never heard of it. Audacity's the best. It's free. It works great. It's easy to work with. It does a gazillion friggin' things once you learn everything it does. It's really a fantastic program. It's just, you know, it's what we use for everything. I mean, and we use Movie Maker. We use AVS. A couple other ones that we found online. There's all kinds of good stuff out there. You just got to go through them until you find the ones that are right for you.
Now, I think I read somewhere on Facebook or something somewhere. I don't know where I saw it, but there was like a program called Lame that used to work alongside Audacity, and you had to you had to download both of them, and then Lame would just sort of sit in the background. You never had to do anything with Lame. But and then I heard somewhere that you didn't have to have Lame anymore. And I don't know what Lame actually is, so don't quote me on it. I have no idea actually what it is. But maybe that could be one of the reasons that you're having problems. But like I say, I have no idea actually what it does. But I will find the little... Oh, your cigarettes are killing me.
Oh, you called it a cigarette. You are getting American.
No, they're called cigarettes in the UK as well.
You always call them a fag, though.
A fag. Randy actually said to me earlier, "You've lost your accent."
I know. That promo she did, the video she did for Trucking Roundup, she's like, no friggin' accent. I don't understand what happened with that.
I'm going to find you this little Lame thing. Are you calling me a pig husband?
No, not at all. Dave said squeal, piggy, so
All right, alrighty.
there you go. That's all. That's what that's all about. Nothing serious. So anyways, we found out using a combination of quite a few different things makes a big difference. AVS has all these effects that's great for video, and Audacity has great sound stuff. Then AVS also, we use that to add sound effects and echo and different things to the songs we do, and some reverb without going overboard, and her iPhone and our phones alone. I mean, there's just a combination of all kinds of things that we use. So, I don't think or believe that there is one program that does everything you want to do. So you always have a combination of them at hand, and they're all free. I mean, it's all out there. You just got to go look for it.
AVS isn't free, but it's got... I paid for it, but I actually looked for it online, and I found loads of discount codes for it. And then by the time I got it, I actually ended up getting like a lifetime, lifetime subscription. That's what it's called.
To what?
To AVS,
yeah.
And like I got the code for it, which I paid for. And then I gave the code to Randy, I gave the code to Brad James, I gave the code to a couple of people, actually. But it says you can use it on all of your computers, and I thought, well, I don't suppose it matters where all these computers are, so I just give the code to anybody that wants it.
But it's great. It's a fantastic little program.
Yeah.
And we've been using AVS for some of the green screen programs, and today, now we're using the iPod phone. Or is that an iPhone? Is that what that is?
No,
an iPod?
It's not a phone. I mean, you keep calling it a phone, and I just
it's
kind
an
of go along with
iPod.
it.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's an iPod.
Okay.
But because it's like fifth generation, it's more like a phone. It looks a lot like the iPhone. Has all the apps and all that shit, but you just can't make telephone calls on it. I think that's the only difference.
But we've been using that now, and we bought a green screen, so that's how Donna did the one today that's on the Truckin' Roundup page. We finally figuring out one that works great with a green screen, and it does. It works really friggin' fantastic. Once we get that all figured out, I'm working on a spot for YouTube that's all about, the radio show and Truckin' Roundup and JBC and all that going on all at once. So, eventually that'll all be done. But a little bit of everything, really. Just it all adds together. Like we use. Donna has something on her phone that Guru Effects. That
Effects
it is?
Guru.
That's how, like, when she blew up the clock the other day and things like that.
Oh, yes, I love blowing up that.
She makes that on her phone, though, and then we send it over to the computer, and I put it into Movie Maker and split it all up, take the crap off, and then we save it as a, WMV or an MP4 or whatever. So, never be afraid to use 5 or 6 different ones together. It's just, it's not something we learned overnight.
The green screen thing I was using today, it said you could actually use just like a blank wall, so long as it's pretty smooth or something. So we thought we'll use the actual board that we make the signs on, where we letter all the signs. And normally, if you're wearing a green T-shirt, you will actually blend in with the background of a green screen. But today I decided to use the wall option, and the board where we put the sign stuff up is actually white. And I was there thinking, and I was like, Randy, come here. And Randy's like stood in front of this bloody board, and I'm thinking, why isn't it working? He's like, his T-shirt's disappearing. All I can see is his head, and it's because he had a white T-shirt on which matched the white wall. And then we decided to try with the green screen. And Randy absolutely was pissing himself laughing, and it was because I was doing this. I was actually doing a Lido Lounge promo, and there I was chattering away as I do. And Randy was just laughing, and it was because all he could see was my head bobbing around because my T-shirt was the same shade.
The dumbass
of green.
had a green shirt on, standing in front of the green screen, so she disappeared. It was her arms and her hands and her head floating around.
So yeah, we had a bit of fun with that.
Yeah, it was the Lido Lounge one I was talking about. We used the iPhone or iPad on and all that stuff.
So yeah, there's actually a few videos on my iPod of my head just bobbing around and Randy's just laughing.
We have a lot of fun pissing around with this stuff, though. Make sure you enjoy it or don't even do it, really. This is a lot of technical bullshit, but it's what we do, I guess. Tesla, Love Song on the RTM Radio Network. Iron Maiden, Yankee and the Brit. Your request with the Lido Lounge Sunday edition. And Mr. Dave, who was in at 8 o'clock. Thank you very much, Mr. Dave. Having a hell of a good time here. Just jamming. Sunday night. Time to kick back, just rock a little bit. We didn't do shit today. It was our day off. I did get the front door painted, though. First coat, anyways.
And I about went stir crazy.
Yeah, I know, man. She's nuts if she's not working on something. But, she fooled around, goofed around with the videos and all that stuff, so we're learning. She's always learning something new. But second coat of paint will come on the front door. Why does it keep looking like the fucking lights are on out there? I know they're not.
I know, it's that light. It's that light on top of the fridge, I think. Oh, you're talking about... Oh,
see how it always looks like the porch lights are on, and I know they're not.
Yeah, it's the reflect.
The on-air light is on, though. I was having issues with that. It was real dim. I think the wire came loose. Remember I told you I had the light hanging out there when I was trimming around the door?
Oh, shit.
Now what?
You know, I keep picking this iPod thing up, and I keep thinking, I know what I'll do. I'll post that video of that thing, and then I put it. And then I sit here looking at it, thinking, I don't know what I'm doing here. And then so I put it down. And then I remember.
I know you've been picking up, you put it down. You pick it up, you put it down. I just put the damn thing down and call it a Sunday.
I was wanting to share that video where my head's bobbing up and down. That's what I wanted to share.
Of course you did. Well, no, we can't show them that kind of stuff.
No.
That's private. Were your heads bobbing up and down?
Hey. Luckily the green screen wasn't on the other bit. Hey, anyway.
I see. Okay. And moving right along, Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Poison! Talk dirty to me!
Yeah, baby.
Quiet ride. Come on. Feel the noise, baby. Yeah, we always got the noise going on over here. The Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network.
And let's say hello to Jean Eyes Harlow.
Jean Harlow. What's going on, Jean? Hi.
I know, and I call her Eyes.
You call her what?
I call her Eyes. And it's only because of you and the Jean Harlow thing. But seriously, Jean Harlow has got some freaky looking eyes, and Randy
Jean
likes
Harlow
them.
is wicked badass. One of those old time actresses.
I think she's got like scare. I'd be scared of her in a dark alleyway.
Even that chick that played Mrs. Crabtree on The Little Rascals. Woo, baby, she was hot for way back when.
Was that Jane Harlow?
No, I don't know who. I forget who it was. I looked it up one time. I forget, but. All those actresses from back then, they were all gorgeous looking. I would have loved to see them in color, to see what they really looked like. Black and white, they were gorgeous, so I can imagine what they must have looked like on, color movies and color shows. It's awesome.
That's why he said color boobies. He said color movies.
No colored boobies. Well, I mean, I've seen some colored boobies that look pretty damn nice, but, that's a whole other story. Those certain ethnic boobies. Yeah.
Don't forget mine. Here, come on, grope them. I'll get a grope where I can get it.
I'll take a grope wherever I can get it. Isn't that what you usually say?
Yes, sir.
That's what I thought.
That's what I was like when I first got to Texas. I was like, oh my God, the TSA dudes. I was like, oh, I'll get arrested and molested. Oh.
Nirvana, come as you are
in your pants.
Yankee and the Brit, Lincoln Park.
RTM Radio Network.
In the end, what a tune, man. Love those guys. They do some serious jamming. John, Mr. Rooney, sir, how are you, buddy?
Yeah, what time did you go this?
Better never than late.
I guess.
I love when you do that.
What?
Your hair like that, the headphone hair.
Headset hair.
Headset hair, that's it. Ear gear hair.
Yeah.
John, I don't find anything like that 13 Roses. I find lots of Louise Hart.
He's stalking a Louise Hart
must
with
be
13 Roses.
It's NLA. Buggers. What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm like, talking English, John Rooney. Seriously.
I know, dude. Come on, man. Just because you're in Venezuela doesn't mean that we are. So anyways, but 13 minutes left or so, and we're going to get out of here and close the doors for the night. Don't forget, coming up next Wednesday, baby, the JBC Charity Spotlight at 8 o'clock. We'll be here from 7 to 10, of course, doing the tunage that you like. JBC coming in and doing their thing.
And then Thursday, Kevin Cornholly with the Trucking Roundup in the driver's seat.
That's
baby.
right. 4 p.m. on the dot. Don't miss it. Always a good show.
And don't forget, Cheryl will be joining him. She is the latest member of the Trucking Roundup crew, so you can join them. And then on Friday, there is the Rockin' Your Socks Off with the Yankee and his twit.
Yeah, we do the serious rock on Friday. Then Saturday, of course, country. Back around till today again next week. Same time, same bat channel with the Lido Lounge Sunday edition. Mr. Dave with any updates if there are while Mr. Dave is around. He'll be taking off on a cruise here shortly, so we'll get out of him what we can. That's right. In the meantime, let's do some more of that great rockage, Dishwalla and Counting Blue Cars with the Yankee and the Brit on the RTM Radio Network. 9:45, baby. Last call for alcohol. Drink 'em up. Gotta have 'em. Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Dishwalla, Counting Blue Cars, the Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. One more for the road here for the old Larry, the Lido Lizard, Mr. Truck Driver himself. We'll do this one. We'll call it a night. Thank you, guys. Love every bit of the moments that we spend together. You guys just rock. All you drivers, be safe. Keep it between the lines and the sunny side up and the dirty side down. Come on. Watch yourself. Watch the infrastructure. Watch the other assholes. Keep your eyes on the road and your mind on your load. That's the best thing you can do. Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. We're going to be gone now. Say goodnight, Donna.
Night, Donna.
One more for the road. Nighty-night, everybody. Good night, Larry.
Yankee and the Brit. Yes, Yankee and the Brit.
One is a genius, the other's a twit.
On the radio, the beans have been spliced.
The Yankee
and the Brit, 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 Brit.